And within our next hour here on Fox 24, WGXA Morning News is going to tell you the story of Zuri and the curveball that she threw the staff here at the museum. We'll also tell you when you can come and meet Zuri for yourself, Macon's newest lemur resident. We're going to be here at the Macon Museum of Arts and Sciences all morning with Sharon and Zuri. Zuri, you want to toss us back? Ashley, for WGXA News, we're live at the Macon Museum of Arts and Sciences.
Look,
I'm going to be enjoying watching you two and Rashad behind the camera get up on that ride. I can even narrate from down here on solid ground.
It's a big, happy family. You got to get on the ride, Rick.
I'm going to be eating all the fried Snickers, fried Oreos, fried fill in the blank while you guys enjoy the ride. To it, right? A park like the Okmulgee National Monument can hardly be considered a hidden jewel in Bibb County, not with features like this, the Great Temple Mound. In fact, in the nation's capital right now, they're discussing making the Okmulgee National Monument a national park. And Devens been telling us all day that it was going to be nice for a golf tournament. Well, by the looks of things, he undersold it. It feels perfect out here right now. I think even a round of golf isn't going to ruin my day, Ashley.
We just got to make sure that you help Evan out on the golf course a little bit. I know he's going to be pulling most of the weight.
I might just end up caddying out here, Ashley, but it's all for a good cause. Everyone's out here supporting the Museum of Aviation, which, of course, gives back to the community in so many ways. When Lori decided to bring Lego home to the Mullis family, the idea was maybe Lego would help Matthew feel more comfortable in his new home. Things turned out just a little bit differently. I understand that it does take most people years. I have a feeling I'm a bit of a prodigy, though, Melody. Let's put that to the test. You have anything you can show me right here?
We can work with you.
Okay.
So first you want to bend your knees so that, you know, if you do fall, you're a little closer and you got your balance.
I understand the logic behind that.
So you got your weight over both legs. You're going to wind up to the left. I'm going to demonstrate first. Okay. We're going to do a simple little 2-foot spin for you. You're just going to let it go and pull it.
Let it go. We've all heard that before. Okay, just let it go. I feel like Wile E. Coyote winding up.
There you go. You got it.
And I literally just...
Yeah, just... that was really good. And with a flourish.
And always with a flourish, Melody.
Always with a flourish. You have your
always with a flourish. It takes a lot of hard work and time to take a bright idea to a finished product. But in the case of Sea Dogs, the reward is pretty sweet.
1, 2, yep. Keep hopping. Good. 1, 2, 1, 2. You're going to switch feet on that rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There it is. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, he's fancy. Good.
Good morning, and thanks for waking up with us. I'm Rick Devens. Ashley Kirkland has the morning off. Raids and arrests continue in London after the weekend terror attack that left 7 people dead and dozens more injured. Less than 48 hours after the attack, witness recounts and reaction to the rampage is still pouring in. And Sunday, bomb-sniffing dogs were seen at Hartsfield International Airport in Atlanta following the deadly terror attacks in London. Officers keeping a careful watch on passengers checking in for international flights. Happening today, opening statements begin in the murder trial of Christopher Calmer, the man accused in the 2014 shooting death of a Monroe County deputy. WGXA's Tavares Jones is live in Monroe County, where court is set to begin in just a few hours. Tavares, day number 1 of this trial, what can we expect? And hundreds of people came out this weekend to celebrate the life of Macon music legend Greg Allman. A lot of those fans said they felt a personal connection to Greg Allman and the Allman Brothers Band. They gathered in downtown Macon to share memories of the band with each other, some coming from as far as Indianapolis to witness the procession.
You know, this is only going to happen one time, and I'm not getting any younger. We're going to Macon and pay our respects to Greg, because we love him, and we love his music.
We love Macon.
Other fans made signs and played Greg Allman's music throughout the day. Allman was 69 years old. After the funeral, Greg Allman's former wife, Cher, was seen leaving Snow's funeral home in Macon to join the procession to his gravesite at Rose Hill Cemetery. Allman was buried next to his brother, Dwayne Allman, who died in 1971 following a motorcycle crash. This morning, a group gathered at the Perry City Hall to hold a prayer for first responders. Pastor James Parker says it's a part of a nationwide initiative happening all week. He adds that prayer should be an everyday routine.
We need to pray like never before. We should not wait till something happens to pray. If we pray before things happen, we have a better chance for things to be blocked, because prayer is a fence. Prayer is a protection and a covering for the people of God.
The group will hold more prayers later this week at other locations around Perry. And looking ahead, a Macon artist is hitting the national stage with an original composition, but it's her age that may surprise you most. 10-year-old Anna Lynn Waddy is going to be traveling to Minnesota for the American Harp Society Summer Institute to play in front of hundreds. She started playing the piano at age 2, the harp at age 7. The song she's going to be playing was inspired by a recent cruise to the Caribbean.
I love the sound of it. The harp is a beautiful instrument, and I love playing it. It's in my blood.
Waddy is the youngest featured composer in the inaugural Young Composers Project. She's already working on her second composition based on an African safari. Happening now, traffic is being impacted in downtown Milledgeville due to construction. It's part of the Highway 49 improvement project, which spans 11 miles. Work is going to be done at night starting at 7, so be sure to plan ahead if you drive through downtown. Construction should wrap up towards the end of the month. And new this morning, Georgia's gas prices are dropping lower despite a national increase. We're not complaining. Even though Memorial Day brought a high demand, it still wasn't enough to boost our prices. Georgia saw a 2-cent decrease over the past week, landing at $2.22. Macon's average still one of the lowest in the state at $2.15. Might be a good time to fill up as you head into work today. And Daniel, as we do kick off this work week, how's the weather treating us?
Music is a part of everything they do at Summerhill Senior Living Community. Owners have given patients their own iPods to listen to throughout the day. Each morning starts with a musical workout. But for Alzheimer's patients, the music is something more.
The music is a gift.
Celestine Brooks' mother, Viola, has Alzheimer's disease. She's unresponsive most of the day, but when you add some Mahalia Jackson to the mix.
You know your daughter. There you go. Go on, girl, get girl. She's totally a different person.
And sometimes she sings along.
Oh, come on, Lord.
Patient John Elliott has succumbed further to the devastating disease, unaware of his surroundings until they turn up the Hank Williams.
You put it on him, he starts smiling. The first time he started crying. Music is stored in a preserved part of the brain that's preserved a lot longer. It's one of the last places that's affected with this disease. Also in there is rhythm and cuss words.
Jenny Porter has played the piano since she was a little girl.
And I was going through my Rolodex a couple of weeks ago, and I come across a card, and it said Jenny Porter. She came here over 15 years ago to entertain our residents here then.
Now an Alzheimer's patient, Jenny is still entertaining residents. You just have to hum a tune to get her started.
All right, Jenny, play our song. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
Staff at Summerhill use music to help manage agitated or frustrated patients, a practice endorsed by the Alzheimer's Foundation of America. If you'd like to try music therapy, the Alzheimer Foundation recommends using music from the person's young adult years, ages 18 to 25. And they say if the person plays an instrument, like Jenny and her piano, encourage them to tickle those ivories. Rick Devens, WGXA News. It's that old story of a boy and his dog, with a twist. Lego and Matthew have a lot in common. Both were adopted by the Mullis family, and both are missing part of a leg. Lego was the mascot in a 3K race to raise money for a local rescue group, all about animals.
It was raining that day, and he had on a yellow hat and a yellow raincoat. And of course, our heart went out to him.
After the race, Lori Mullis decided to adopt the wet dog in the rain suit for her son Matthew.
I saw him and I was like, wow, this is different.
When Lori decided to bring Lego home to the Mullis family, the idea was maybe Lego would help Matthew feel more comfortable in his new home. Things turned out just a little bit differently.
Matthew has not needed any help transitioning. He has done beautifully here with our family and is just a really strong individual and a blessing to our home.
Lego also blending in with his 5 bigger dog brothers and sisters.
A lot of people come up to him and say, "Oh, he doesn't have a leg or part of his leg," and I'm just like, "You'd be surprised. He's a tough dog. He can take down someone."
High praise coming from Matthew, who wrestles for his team at FPD. The 8th grader also plays flute in the Vikings marching band. Matthew and his canine brother have even more in common than meets the eye.
Well, neither needs any sympathy and neither needs any pity. Both very strong characters.
A boy and his dog, able to draw a little more strength from each other. Rick Devens, WGXA News.